Fly, hope you can see the grind. See the grind, yeah?
Yeah, we are celebrating a big weekend for the South African Music Awards. Run Josie right there. But of course, we need to also reflect on some very serious matters happening in our country. And despite, of course, the xenophobic violence that has raged across the KZN and Johannesburg this past week, it is very heartwarming to know that the majority of our countrymen stand against this violence that has taken place on our streets. In fact, about 10,000 people took part in a march for peace in Durban yesterday following the xenophobic attacks all across the KZN. And Shaka Sisulu was there, and he's joining us right now on the line to tell us a bit more about it. Shaka, thank you very much for taking our call. How are you?
Hey, Expresso. How are you, man?
Very, very well, thank you. Now, you know, it's a hard topic to talk about, but I think, like I said, it's heartwarming to know that so many people actually gathered around this cause. And you and Kaya decided to have this peace bus ferry people from Johannesburg all the way to Durban to attend the peace march. Why did you decide to do this?
We felt that we couldn't sit idly by, and when we discovered that there was a march happening, we then thought that, you know, we should go down to Durban and be part of the march, you know, show our solidarity and show the fact that South Africans by and large actually don't believe that violence and attacks, especially on foreigners, are the way to solve our problems. And we figured that if we felt this way, there must be others who felt similarly. And so we organized the bus and called it the Peace Bus. And it was, it's received an incredible response as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I saw some of the pictures, the videos that were sent out. Even our own, one of our good friends on the show, Sivan Gessi, was there as well. But tell me about the atmosphere, because later on during the day, I read a tweet from Kaya saying that while the crowd that was there to march for peace was chanting a certain thing, there was a group of people there that were actually threatening and saying, but don't worry, when you guys leave, this is going to happen. What was the general mood like at the March for Peace?
You know, I must tell you that going to Durban also gave us a better sense of the challenges that are actually faced by foreign nationals, by the authorities. There definitely are deep-rooted, hard-hearted sentiments against foreign nationals. I think they've been stoked up by perhaps political or by leaders of you know, different factions, whatever the case might be. You know, but there definitely is a sense that people are upset or hurtful, better phrase, with the foreigners in their midst. Yeah. So, you know, it does present a challenge because how Africans can feel that other Africans don't belong in the midst of their communities is quite a conundrum. And how do we then integrate them, and how do we then have some sort of peace between ourselves and foreign nationals is something that we really have to work on.
Indeed, indeed. And it is, I think, a challenge of our time that we need to address, and we as young people need to start taking that into I think, consideration. So thank you very much for taking our call, and thank you for attending, I guess, on all of our behalves that couldn't be there yesterday. Thanks, Shaka. Well, that's Shaka Sisulu. They're giving us a bit of details on the March for Peace against Xenophobia that happened yesterday. And indeed, I think a reminder to us all that every life is important. And in the end, we are all brothers and sisters. We need each other. So let's all stand up and say no to xenophobia. And in fact, right now, we have a man whose mind is very conscious of this. He's a host of the South African Music Awards coming up this weekend, HP, and he has a thought to share for us.